blue cheese. Even though I'm a touch lactose intolerant, it's one of my favorite flavors of anything. So last week, while willing to suffer the consequences of unbridled dairy, I indulged in a small package of blue cheese. I added a few slices to my chicken dinner to enjoy as a kind of dessert at the end, to leave my palate with a pleasurable taste. So I sat at my computer, like right here where I am now, to multitask, to eat dinner and to answer email, and to get caught up in some of the church's social media. 15 minutes later, I looked down at my plate and noticed that everything was gone, including the blue cheese, and I didn't remember eating any of it. My mind was elsewhere, specifically on my work and everything else, rather than what I was eating. Mindfulness has been gaining popularity over the recent years, and for good reason. We become so distracted that we neglect to live in the moment. We forget that the only time we really have is now. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't here yet, and nor is tomorrow promised. You could say that I was in the moment while eating and working, but you could also say that I was in the wrong moment. I missed the immediate delight of my favorite food that would be gone as soon as I ate it. And the email that I was focused on, the social media, these are things in my life that seemingly have no end. I neglected to savor what I purposely set out to enjoy. While missing out on my blue cheese is a small example, I think we do the same thing with more important moments in our lives. I remember taking my girls to the park when they were little, and I would watch them run around and play, and I would be sitting there on the bench, texting my friends, instead of joining them in the fun. And I missed their concerts and their award ceremony because I was at work. I was at some meeting that today I don't remember, and I know had little or no consequence in the grand scheme. And I think of all of the times that I prioritized work or community involvement over loved ones. And I think of the time when I worried about the future, worried what was going to happen the next day. I worried about how some event was going to unfold, but that future, that terrible future, never materialized. I think of the time when I brooded over past failures and abuses, rather than being in the joy of the moment. I think of the times that I fantasized over an idealized future and failed to see the beauty and the happiness that was right in front of me to experience right now. Jesus warned us of the peril of worry. He said that it won't add a single minute to our lives. And I would add, neither would brooding about the past or fantasizing about the future. It does not add a single moment to our lives. In fact, it takes away from those moments that we can live in right here, right now. And yes, it is important to reflect on the past, to acknowledge how it has impacted your life, and to find healing for the wounds that you carry from your past. And yes, it is important to plan for the future and discern the life that God is calling you to today. But today is the most important moment. This moment, right now, is all any of us really have. So I invite you to reflect on the moment that you're in. What do you really want to be doing? Who do you want to be doing it with? What do you need to savor in this moment? What needs attending to? I think by being in this moment, by listening to our desires, listening to our hopes, listening to the beauty right in front of us, that you can see tomorrow with greater clarity. Jesus says, do not worry, but strive first for the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all of these things will be given to you as well. Amen.